Hey guys, it's here bringing you another video and welcome to a Challenger Spectate. Today we are watching this Karthus, rank 2 on EU Northeast. So yes, it's not EU West, but still, rank 2 Challenger on any server, you're going to be pretty damn good at the game. And this game, I'm not going to hide it, this is a fed Karthus in early game. Now, I've got no idea how they do it, and that's why we're watching this. How the hell do you snowball on Karthus in the early game? He's a late game hyper carry. So that's what we're going to kind of watch and see. Because like jungling at the moment is quite open. Like you can play a lot of assassin junglers. You can play mage junglers. Like it's pretty open. Like, I played Morgana jungle earlier today with great success. Like you can play a lot of stuff. And Karthus has always been around. This game also interests me in other ways. That I think the enemy team, I think they're doing that. But Zac top. There are rumours that Zakin might be a little bit crazy right now. They gave his W scaling mental AP scaling. So if you build AP Zac, it does nutty damage. So we might see that in this game. I don't know. But obviously, Kha'Zix, one of the best junglers in the game right now. Karthus, squishy jungler. If he gets invaded, he could be in trouble. And also, he's taking Exhaust, not Flash. Which obviously, Exhaust is going to help you in the 1v1. But if you get caught by multiple champions, you then have no escape. So we'll see how it goes. So starting at red, which is interesting to me, because Karthus is, as you all know probably, he's a very mana-hungry champion with spamming his little Q. And yes, at level 2 he does get the E, which is a bit of mana regen, and the jungle item does help with mana regen as well. But still, you can see his mana is going to be going down. So it's a bit weird to me that he's not starting blue. But... yeah, Krugs is definitely something that I ignore a bit too much on when I'm jungling. I should probably not ignore them. And yeah, runes while we're just in the early game chilling. So it's Dark Harvest, arguably the rune that Karthus was like built for. Cheap Shot, so dealing damaging champions with impaired movement or actions, bonus damage. So his W will count to that. His W will slow things, and then that will give him Cheap Shot, I guess. Eyeball Collection, pretty standard. And then Ravenous Hunter, so not even Ultimate Hunter for his cooldown for his ultimate. He's getting the healing, because obviously healing is still very much strong in League of Legends. They haven't fixed healing. It's obviously not as strong as what it was, but it's still very strong. So he's going Ravenous, which is, you know, surprises me. And then Presence of Mind, classic. Last Stand, because when you're dead on Karthus, you'll get the maximum effect from Last Stand, obviously. And also adaptive damage, and armor. So pretty standard Karthus runes, nothing incredibly out of the norm for me. The only thing for me personally would be, yeah, that not going Ultimate Hunter. Like his ult cooldown in jungle is really spicy because the enemy team can't tell when it's coming or not. He might get invaded here. Enemy team literally just took that. So there's an enemy around. I don't know if it's Kha'Zix or if it's Leona. And Kha'Zix, you can see, and there's a fight. So the enemy team going all in. Karthus Exhaust screws the damage up, and Karthus himself will pick up first play just. Way too aggro play from blue team. That, like, their bot lane, there was no vision on the bot lane. You knew they went to go help, yet they still engage. Very aggressive, and obviously Kha'Zix uses Flash to get away, by the way. And Karthus lives. So he's doing the aggressive play that I do on Elise. I rush tier 2 boots on Elise because it gives you so much mobility and also does give you damage, by the way. Oh, yeah, thank you. There you go. It does actually give you damage. It gives you magic pen. So you are gaining from buying tier 2 boots, and the movement speed just helps you so much on an aggressive AP jungle early that I do that on Elise. I would never think to do that on Karthus because, again, Karthus in my mind, and I think many people's mind, is the late game hyperscaling mage jungler. You're not really looking to be aggro in the early game. You're just looking to farm. Yet having these tier 2 boots early, in my mind, means he's going to be pretty aggro. Worth also noting, I wouldn't be completely surprised. Obviously, I don't know these players. Wouldn't be surprised if this Maokai is auto-filled. Because Maokai, I have not seen in top lane in like a million years. But he's going for the Zac. You can see the Zac is probably trying to commit. He knows he's dead. He's trying to get this kill. Walk this way. Oh, nice Q by Maokai. And that is a dead Zac. Really good Q by Maokai there. And you can see the Maokai is just giving the kill. They're just giving the kill. There you go, buddy. Enjoy it. As a Maokai, you don't need kills at all. So giving that to Karthus is lovely. And he'll go back to farming, which is good. Can you get objective timers? Whatever's on the screen is on the screen. I don't think I can bring those up. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. Again, I am streaming right now. Time control. Oh, yeah, there. Oh, my God. That's been a thing? Do you guys want that up? I've never used those before. I didn't even know they were a thing. Wow. Holy moly. So, like, you can see when the... Holy... Huh. So you can see when blues are up. So Karthus again coming for a gank. Echo going 2 over and he will die. Oh, he won't. The Q didn't hit. So this Karthus, I'd say so far, by the way, he's been what I would call this jungle style is right place, right time. Like, it's not that he's been going for these insane ganks and, oh, he's been out playing. He's just showing up and is like, oh, I'll take that. I'll take that. Or, you know, even at this play over here, they engaged on him. So it's been nothing insanely special so far. It's more the enemy over pushing it early. And again, the way that Season 11 works, remember, is to me, late game champions are insane right now because, thank you much, Tax66 for the 3 months tier 1. Much appreciate, much appreciate. But the thing that, with like late game champs in League now, after your first mythic item on a late game champ, you kind of feel like, oh, I'm strong now. Meanwhile, they do take the dragon. I kind of expected they were doing that. Karthus versus Kha'Zix, I would probably give Kha'Zix the strength for the dragons early. Kha'Zix is not respecting that Karthus damage. But yeah, they will get a nice dragon. That's good by the Kha'Zix to get that, but still, giving... Did Karthus or Ezreal get that kill? One of them got the kill. And Karthus actually having the... He's having the confidence to invade. That Kha'Zix is... Oh my god, is he dead? 1Q, ult, dead. Kha'Zix just risking going all in because he knows he's dead from the Karthus ulti. With the Karthus ulti, bot lane dove the Samira, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is the pressure that Karthus jungle can bring. There's not really other junglers that can do this. Of like, yes, he did the solo because the Kha'Zix overstayed and didn't respect it, but like, he ulted for the Kha'Zix kill, but that ultimate enabled his bot lane to kill the Samira. Like, that, what other jungler does that? Like, there's really not that many. Like, you can kind of use sometimes Nocturne ultimate to your advantage. That, like, the enemy team doesn't know where Nocturne's going. You can time it with going fake aggressive. But, like, not pure damage like a Karthus ult can get. But, yeah, what we're watching here is this is a guy that knows how to path, where to be. This is just really clean Karthus. Like, it's that simple. There's nothing incredibly fancy. It's just you're watching a player play something really well. And that's good. I like it. So yeah, the timers, by the way that I think they're working, so the north red is this one, and when it's like just showing the symbol, that's mean it's up. So he's about to kill it, and it will go on cooldown. The other red just respawned. The blue west, and then the blue east. So east would be this one, west would be this one. That's kind of, again, I like it. So Rift Herald is up. Dragon is this one, and again it gives you the symbol, so now you know, guys, you always know which dragon it's going to be by looking at the symbol next to the timer. So yeah, no, thanks for the suggestion, whoever did suggest that. I didn't actually know that was a thing. Ezreal getting caught 2v1 will end up dead. Again, when your support is on a roam as an AD carry, respect that and back off a little bit. This Ezreal didn't and ended up dead. But yeah, really good to see so far. And yeah, no, Karthus is using his E, by the way. It's just replays are bugged. They've been bugs pretty much for a year. Ooh, doesn't get the Leona. They've been bugged for like over a year. It's just the fact that they haven't fixed them. I don't know why they haven't fixed them, but they haven't. If you want to see when he's using his E, if you look down at the bottom left, the E, I think, should become toggleable. That is not a word that's easy to say with a dry mouth. When he's actively using it. So if you want to keep track of that, because I think the actual replay isn't showing the E, which is a little bit annoying. Corki with package going aggressive. Kha'Zix being caught out. He went through a Corki package, which is always going to be risky. Kha'Zix lives, doesn't maybe in the end. Karthus hanging out over here. They will get the kill. That's nice by the Corki. And now Echo on the back foot after using ulti. Karthus another kill. And yeah, you can see he's using the E. He's untoggled it now, but he was using it. So yeah, Lord Sax, thank you very much for the suggestion of using the timers on replay. I did not know they made those public. Like, people, oh god, enemy team going insanely aggro with being nowhere near the right play, and then Nautilus, you can't ignore the Nautilus in front of you. Like, the big thing that is, I would say, is funny, and we've all heard this term, especially in the lower tiers, that people will go, dude, why are you focusing frontline, or why are you focusing the Nautilus? it's not as easy as sometimes ignoring frontline. Frontline in League of Legends nowadays does damage. Like, that mindset in Season 1 and Season 2, yeah, maybe that was correct back then. A tank back in Season 1 didn't do that much damage. Modern day League of Legends, tanks can kill AD carries. Like, they just can. Yes, it's going to take a while, but they do damage nowadays. So it's not as simple going, stop, you know, don't ignore, like, ignore the front line, kill the carries. You can't always ignore the tanks. It's not that simple. And by the way, yeah, as I mentioned, I do think the Maokai might be auto-filled. He's half farm. Echo getting caught with the Nautilus CC. Karthus damage, he flashes away, but yeah, he's probably Q from Karthus. Karthus ulti. Again, we can't see the Karthus ulti, but there we go. Gets another kill. So what I like by this Karthus is you'll notice the 2 ults he's done so far, he'll press Q to get one final little bit of Q damage and then ulti instantly. So there's no time for the enemy team to respond, but he's getting that little bit of extra Q damage as well, which is sometimes the difference of getting the kill or not. But yeah, so far so good. But yeah. So Karthus has completed his mythic, by the way. You can see he is waiting at this dragon. He probably didn't love that he lost the first dragon, but he is not risking it. You can see Kha'Zix is straight there. So the Kha'Zix having a pretty poor game so far. What sometimes a lot of junglers do, which I do agree with, Maokai TP gets the kill, Nautilus actually picks it up somehow, and the enemy team is just being caught, completely out-caught, blah, blah, you know, outright. But yeah, sometimes like this Kha'Zix, oh, you're being out-jungled. What is the thing that you can try to do? Objectives. Like, that is sometimes the biggest thing that you can do. If you're having a bad game as jungle, you're getting out-jungled, I got the dragons. That sometimes is what the mentality will be, and I can kind of probably see that this Kha'Zix is doing that. The problem was the Karthus also was waiting for it. So yeah, if Karthus wasn't there, wasn't prepared, sure, the dragon would have been maybe good, but Karthus was probably a bit like, oh, I missed the first dragon. You know, screw that. I'm going to be at the next dragon on respawn. What is the Poro Pillow? Yeah, so I'll just quickly mention while the game isn't... Oh, Zack's taking this, which is a bit weird. Karthus is just going to kill him over the wall a little bit damage. Takes his farm. He doesn't get it. If I get it over here any second, I'll wait until this play has happened. So Zack is overextended in the enemy territory. He might get away, but he's walking into a Corki. Literally straight into a Corki. Kha'Zix damage, though, is quite impressive, but the Kha'Zix over-aggressive. And yes, legendary Karthus already. Corki will pick up the Zack, and there we go. So this is how Karthus is getting really fed in the early game. Enemy teams just playing a bit iffy, and when you're playing a late game hyper carry, that's like the ultimate thing, is you use the enemy team mistakes against them, and then you're playing a hyper carry, which is insane. So just to say, we are giving away 3 of these pillows. If you look at the camera, if you're not looking right now, these are Secret Lab pillows. So they're for lumbar back support. You could use them for anything on your sofa or anything, but they are designed to be on a chair. We are giving 3 of them away. One on my Twitch stream, and you need to have 10,000 pleb points. They're free to get. You just get them from watching the stream over time. That's a 1 entry. You only can enter once per person. We're giving away one on Twitter and then 1 here on YouTube. We've already done 1 community post about it. We will be doing another video, like an official video shout out, but I'm not doing it in this one. I'm just mentioning it in the next couple days. But also, just to also mention, if you are wanting a chair, please do check out the link down below for Secret Labs. Legendary Karthus Echo did not use ulti. And also just to announce, if I'm not mistaken, Secret Labs is coming out very soon, and I might try to get my hands on one. They're actually coming out with a desk. So a gaming orientated with in mind and all that stuff. They're coming out with a desk, and I think I might go for that. You know, obviously I'm partnered with them. So I might see if I could get one. If not, I might buy one. Who knows? I'll get a discount or something like that. So yeah, feel free to check that out. Link down below. You can, by the way, just buy one of these. So obviously I'm only giving away 3 of them, and there's going to be probably a few thousand people entering in total. So, you know, the chances of you winning it is quite low. So you can just buy one. And yeah, check the link down below. So yeah, the enemy team being now caught out by outnumbered. Karthus 908. Someone said, what do I think of his build? Yeah, it's a standard build. You know, when you're having this good of a game, Medjai's is a risky item, but you'll buy it if you're like really confident, right? And Karthus as a champion, there are some champs that are designed for Medjai's more. So like a Soraka usually buys it, a Evelyn usually buys it, a Janna usually buys it, a Yumi usually buys it. Champions that can do map stuff, like a Soraka can ulti, get an assist in top lane, and then that will give you Medjai stacks. Karthus can do the same with his ulti. So that's kind of where like Karthus is a natural Medjai user. But yeah. Yeah, if you're on Twitch, the entry doesn't go away. There's not an option on Twitch to only allow one entry per person with the 10k pleb points, but only one of your entries will count, so there's no point entering multiple times. But Karthus is going to go back. Probably a decent amount of chunk of change in his pocket. Well, he just bought a stopwatch, so not actually a crazy amount, and a cloth armor, so maybe about 1,000 gold or so in his pocket. And is going to head on over to blue. So this has obviously been a very dominant performance. I just personally wanted to watch this because this is rank 2 challenger. How the hell does a Karthus do really well in early game? Well, the honest answer sometimes is as simple as the enemy team made more mistakes. And in challenger level, that sometimes is the difference. It's not about always outplaying your opponent. I think that's where a lot of people get a little bit too fixated. That they're all about, oh, mechanical outplay, go nuts. Honestly, most of the time, that's not how climbing works. It's more about looking at the mistakes that your enemy makes and capitalizing on them. That's more important a lot of the time. And obviously, mechanical, you can see the Kazakhs 2 levels down will still go aggressive. And yes, Karthus does have his E up. It just didn't look like it. Kazakhs, you'll say, oh, he got away. He didn't. He got killed by the burn of Leandri. So he's dead. Zac on his way. Ezreal trying to E out the way. Zac flashing. Look at the damage. Did you see that damage that he just did? He has no ability power right now and just did insane damage. Karthus, by the way, he didn't use ulti, I don't think. Yeah, but triple kill for Zac. But yeah, Zac's W, I don't know in the patch tonight if it's already being nerfed. It's really stupid. It's silly stupid. And this guy hasn't even built any ability power. Did Karthus... Oh, he did use ult? Okay. Again, when the replays are bugged, it's not as obvious if things are going on. Riot, please fix your replays. That would be great. Again, I like doing these videos. I think they're actually among my best videos for education. And I just enjoy doing them. Kazakhs, so the one thing I will say about this Kazakhs, you can see he's very confident. But his confidence is definitely misplaced. Now, you could argue he might be tilted. It's possible. Challenger players do get tilted. Everybody gets tilted pretty much. The only people that don't get tilted are probably people that don't care much about their rank. And that's not a good or bad thing. You know... Tilt is tilt. And this Kazakh's had a pretty poor game. He's been completely out-jungled so far. He's made a few mistakes already. And he's still going aggro. He went aggro on the Karthus. He just went aggro on the Corki. 2 champions that, you know, are pretty strong right now. Enemy team, here's a big fight. Lovely Leona stun, but it's not enough. Karthus damage got through. Does get the kill on Echo, who I don't think used ulti again. That's the second or third time that this Echo just hasn't pressed R. And Riftode... Yeah, so the Kazakhs arguably is inting now. So this also does show inting does occur in Challenger. If inting occurs in Challenger, the peak of solo queue, the pinnacle, the heaven of solo queue, whatever you want to call it, it can happen everywhere. And it's more likely to happen everywhere. If it happens in Challenger, it will more likely happen in silver or gold. So that's also why I like doing these videos, because it shows the human element to solo queue. And it also, like, there's no such thing as ELO hell. You know, just because you have inters in silver doesn't mean that you're stuck in ELO hell. It's just solo queue. Like, sometimes that's just what it is. Enemy team going aggressive, Kazakhs inting again. And with the momentum, they might look to end the game, but it's going to be hard to do it. They won't be doing a lot of tower damage right now. So it's going to be slow. And can Ezreal, or sorry, Samira, can she stop the enemy team? She's going to go aggressive. She's going to get one. She's using her ult. That's a good play by her. And just gets absolutely bopped by the Corki. Oof. That was a lot of damage from Corki. Karthus obviously did go down, though. You know, he doesn't have escape. If Karthus gets caught out, his defense is attack. Like, he has to kill the things that go on him. He can't flash away or dash away. He doesn't have it. So, yeah. We'll pick up his Zhonya's, though. Obviously, stayed at about 16 stacks of Magi most of the game. I think he got a little bit higher, but obviously he's died again. Amptome. Next item, Void Staff, maybe? Like, cutting through the enemy AP would not be a bad thing at all. But, yeah. So the one thing I would say, the Maokai's done well. Obviously, he's had a pretty rough top lane. He's really, you know, really down on farm. But if this guy is indeed auto-filled, he's being useful. Like, that's the thing I would say, is you're being useful. You're playing something that gives CC for your team. If you're auto-filled top, don't play Riven. You know, play something smart. Malphite is the go-to normally. Just say, do you have to be in the stream when I give out the pillow? Nope. Whoever wins the pillow will be selected. All the names will be entered into a random draw thing, and then you'll be contacted. Again, I never usually say who exactly wins the pillow right at the beginning. Like, a week later, I might go, that person won it. It's already being sent to them. It's just I have heard bad situations in the past. I used to follow a YouTuber, or I still do, but he did a giveaway. And then he actually said, I'm never going to say the names of the winners, like do a tweet or anything about the winners, because he did like, oh, these are the 3 winners and added them. And then one of them didn't have great internet security or whatever, or like password protection or two-step verification and stuff. And their account got hacked because someone was trying to like pretend to be that person in the in the DMs to get sent the prize instead. So that's where I'm always a little bit protective of the people who win, which I think is a good thing. But once I've got the info and like the item has already been sent to them, then maybe we could say who won. So the Kazakhs again looking for that play. Look at that Zac damage. He nearly killed the Corki. That just did like a few hundred damage. And again, the champion's got no AP this game. I have seen Zacs with AP one-shotting things. But ladies and gentlemen, I think the game's coming to end. So how does a Karthus in Challenger get fed in the early game? The answer is play very clean. Don't make really any mistakes in the early game. Farm well, path well, and be at the right place at the right time. Like he got early kills because the enemy team was out positioning and he just was like, oh, I'm here, I can get the kill. And really, it's utilize the enemy team mistakes. That's the big thing. So the Kazakhs is mega tilted this game. But that's the big thing, is you look at the enemy team's mistakes and you use those. And that's how we did it. Ended 12-2-16 and a 21-minute game as Karthus late game hyperscaling champion. Not bad. But if you guys did enjoy, do throw a like on it. That was Karthus, still a very strong jungler. Throw a like, does help out. Throw a comment. Please do subscribe if you have not yet. Feel free to share the channel around, give the channel some love. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.